Hey guys, Gary Dean, DetailJuice.com. So how do I even explain this? So a couple days ago, I mentioned in my group, Gary Dean's Detail Juice Nation on Facebook, that I have some permanent coatings I'm releasing in the spring of 2022. So for next detailing season, I've got 4 brand new permanent, or I should say indefinite lasting coatings. They're more like clear coat than they are a traditional coating, if that makes sense. With that said, and all the noise going away from me, I wanted to do some torture testing that would be a little bit beyond the realm of a standard type coating. Now, these same tests can be performed on good coatings like mine, triple trifecta top coat, Super 7, and Everlasting Showstopper X, even Everlasting Marine X and Porous Surface. All of those coatings can handle these tests, if you will. I wouldn't recommend doing these tests on a real car because you never know what could happen. But on this test panel, I got no problem with it, because if this shit burns right up, I'll throw it away and get another one. If you do something wrong and it's not a controlled environment, those tests are done at your own risk. If you damage something, I'm not liable for that. That's why I always recommend doing these heavy-duty torture tests on a junkyard panel, and that's what we're doing. So about 8 weeks ago or so, I applied the auto paint coating to half of this fender. There's a line right here, and I'll bring you up closer after we do the test. So I got the tripod position where everything is in the frame. The line right here where my finger is, and in front of it, all the way to here, is coated. It's only got 1 coat on it. I recommend 2 coats of all of these new coatings for an indefinite longevity rating. You will get around 3 to 5 years-ish with 1 coat. But this is not a product that really goes anywhere over time where you would notice it, kind of like clear coat on a car. You don't notice that it degrades. It does over time, but clear coat is permanent. So then you ask yourself, well, if it degrades over time, isn't that like a wax sealant or a regular coating? Well, they're thicker and harder and have different types of chemical resistance, and just other properties that make them quite different than a traditional coating. We did put ceramic. There is a ceramic, a high-end ceramic in this coating. That is not the main composition of it, but it is actually called a ceramic coating. So with that said, even though it's got ceramic in it, it's more like clear, which is generally more polymer based. It's a polymer solution. It's a high-end acrylic solution, generally, is what clear coats are. So without further ado, I'm just going to get straight into business, and I'm going to light this fender on fire. So got a little gasoline. Got my lighter here, got a little gasoline, and it's on fire. Woo! Let it burn up. Straight up on fire. It's still burning. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. That's the problem with the lighting out here. So it's all burned off. Oh, no, it's not. It just burned down there now. The panel, ow, super hot. But if you notice, Yeah, this panel isn't perfect. I polished it before I applied the coating, but I just did a gloss enhancing pass. I didn't correct it. I mean, this thing's a beat up junkyard panel, but you saw me just light that thing on fire and there's nothing wrong with it. So we got the fire test on camera. It's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to show you something else that's pretty cool. This is just your standard, nothing fancy, Rust-Oleum American Accents 2X Ultra Cover paint and primer gloss. Just something I had laying around, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove paint and overspray with this paint. Check this out. So we have that. We're going to give it a few seconds to let it dry, but I'm not going to shut the camera off. I don't want anybody to feel like I was being dishonest or any of that. So while that's sitting there, I'm just going to tell you, well, while it's drying, here's the thing about this test. So yeah, you could wait for the paint to cure. I want to say painting, dry and recoat. Dries to the touch in 20 minutes, to handle in 1 hour, and fully dry in 24 hours. So here's the thing. While yes, absolutely, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to remove this paint while after it's cured. However, I would imagine on a car that you like, I can't imagine that you're going to have too much time in between this happening and you figuring it out and then going to town trying to fix it. So all I have here is nothing fancy. It's 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol from Walmart. I got a microfiber towel here, nothing fancy there either. Just going to fold it up a little bit, pop the top here. I'm going to put a little bit of this alcohol on this towel. It's dry. It is definitely dry. But check this out, guys. Little bit of rubbing, and we're good to go. Literally, it came right off. Just wiping this removes the paint, removes the overspray that's on the side of it, and all of the things. Leaves a glossy finish underneath. I'm not having to bear down. I'm also not putting too much pressure on it because I don't want to scratch the ever-loving piss out of the surface, even though this stuff is super hard. And you can see it's withheld, or it's held its own against fire. So this stuff has held its own against fire and against paint. And it's still nice and glossy. Look at that, super glossy. I've been testing and beating on this panel all morning today. And while it wasn't anywhere near perfect to begin with, let's see if there's any more gas we can... Oh, sorry. There's a few dots left. Oh, it's on fire. Oh, it's still... Oh yeah, it's still lit. Can't get it to light. Anyway, I don't have enough. I can't get the flame down there for some reason. Shit. what's going on there. You also can see that the gas didn't do anything to it, just sitting there. But yeah, man, pretty awesome test. You can see all the yellow that came off the panel, but you can also see how awesome the panel looks. So just for, we'll call it shits and giggles, we're gonna go ahead and, I don't know where mine, there we go. I want to put a little bit more in there. All right, cool, here, look. Now it's all over that panel, see that? Whoa, that's on fire. You can see it burning up. It's on fire still, guys. Oh, yep, still on fire. Yeah, the panel's super hot, but the paint and the coating are not. I don't know about you, but I would call that crazy heat resistance. I literally set this panel on fire. So, these coatings will be available on probably April 1st, 2022. We've been developing these for at least 10 years. I mean, this is a completely different animal than my other 3 coatings, or I should say 5. So I've got triple trifecta top coat, which is the 3-year deal. I've got Super 7, which is the 7-year deal, and those two were designed to be stacked together to get almost what you get out of Everlasting Showstopper X, which is my 10-year pro coating. It is a better coating in durability, slickness, gloss, and every way than Super 7 topped with triple trifecta top coat. Everlasting Marine X and Everlasting Showstopper X are all of what you get from the other two, plus a lot more, and more durability, better looks. And then we've got porous surface coating, and then I already mentioned Everlasting Marine X. And then there will be similar tiers for this permanent deal. But all the details aren't worked out yet, but you just cannot deny what you just saw. So thank you guys for watching. If you got questions, let me know. Just little tests that we're doing, stepping up my game a little bit, well, a lot of it. And I'm going to be releasing several things that you can do with your little detailing company to take it to the next level to make a lot more money. I'm going to show you guys how to do it with my brand new coatings, and all of that information is coming up throughout this winter. And by the time next spring comes, when you are ready to detail, ready to make that money, you are going to be armed. If you follow what I'm saying and want to use my new coatings, I'm going to show you how to take your business to the next level, because that's what I do for you. So let me know if you got any questions. Leave me some comments. Like this video, subscribe, all that stuff if you want to. But if you don't, do what you gotta do, and good luck to you. But I'm telling you, if you follow me, I'm gonna treat you right, and I'm gonna show you how to make more money in detailing, and I wanna earn your business however I can. So check out Gary Dean's Detail Juice Nation. It's a group on Facebook where we only talk about my products, my processes, and what I've got going on. You'll hear a whole lot more information about these tests, and we'll do a whole lot more tests, and we'll have other people doing those tests in the group. So in the next week or so, I'm going to be sending the auto coating out to about 10 different detailers around the US to get their feedback and that kind of thing. So we'll have more information very soon, guys. This is so easy to install as well. It is not like my traditional coatings. These have to be done out of direct sunlight. I would recommend inside a garage or whatever. You can do it outside if you're in the shade, but no direct sunlight on these, whereas my other coatings are designed for direct sunlight, or they can be if you need them to. So I'll have more information about this soon, but I just wanted to show you what was up. Thank you guys so much. We're already 15 minutes in, so I'm going to break now. I'm going to cut it off and shoot you another one. I'll see you guys soon. Check back for more videos. Hopefully 3 or 4 a week I can get out now. It's been a little bit since I posted a video. This one's a good one, guys. Let me know if you need me. 813-846-4406 is my cell.